Hi, my name is Aaron Phillips. Today I have created a salon named I Can Fix That. The first thing that I'm going to go over is what exactly the front part of my salon is going to look like, not business side. So basically there's going to be hairstylists that will come to me and they will rent out a chair and I will either charge rent weekly, monthly, or I will just take a percentage of all sales. The next thing that I wanted to make sure that I had was a business form that can run very hands-off. The first business that we're going to look at is a sole proprietorship. This has a great low cost and it also is super easy to start up. The biggest problem with a sole proprietorship is the liability aspect of it. Everything that happens to me all of the assets will be taken away from me personally and through the business. So that's the main drawback of a sole proprietorship. The next one is a general partnership. I really like this one and also limited partnerships, but I really like general partnerships just because of the low costs on taxes. You can still put all your taxes on your personal income, and then it's easy to run with another partner. The main drawback is liability still, and I don't have any other partners right now that would be able to do this with me. Next is going to be a limited partnership. It's still low cost, but the liability is still there, and I would have to be a decision maker on whether I wanted to be hands-off, a limited partner, or if I wanted to come in and be a general partner. And again, I still don't have another partner. The next one is an LLC. LLCs really appealed to me. I really liked the startup costs. They weren't very high. They're rather easy to do. There's a few paperwork things that you have to file with the state and a few laws that you have to follow. The next nice thing is every member of an LLC is still able to put their taxes on their own income, so they're not taxed twice yet. And then the liability of the company was really appealing. It only affects the assets that I've put into it, so I can't lose anything that I haven't put in yet. The last one that I'm going to cover is corporations. I really liked corporations for the corporate veil aspect. Very limited liability, I can hide behind that. However, there's a lot of downside with the startup costs. There's a lot of hoops that I have to jump through, and the double taxation of personal tax and business tax. I wasn't a huge fan of that. Ultimately, what I decided to go with was the limited liability company, just because it has the single tax and it also has the limited liability. It's probably a little harder to start up other than a sole proprietorship or a general partnership, but it ultimately outweighs the good once you get into the fact that the liability is not there. And that's basically what I used to decide which business form I was going to use. I looked at the tax analysis. LLC appealed in both the tax analysis and the liability analysis, and so I ended up choosing that just for ease of being safe and for keeping costs down.